Before we get started, I always forget to ask you guys to subscribe. I never ask, but I'm going to this time. We're very close to hitting 60K subs. Please help me reach that milestone. I really appreciate you. And lastly, there is new merch available on www.earneverything.shop. I really was not digging the vibes of the whole like blown motor club thing because honestly, I'm sick of blowing up motors and I don't want to be associated with blowing up motors. It was funny. I created the joke. I thought it was funny and it was funny, but honestly, guys, if you knew me in real life, you would know that I'm so much more about the deserve nothing, earn everything mentality, and that's genuinely how I am as a person, and that's what I'm about. And so I'm much happier with this rebrand. I'm much happier with this new store. With that said, new hoodies, link in the description down below, heavyweight, very quality. Let's get into what we're talking about today. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Booster John, and today we are going to be doing some major changes to the EG. Now, obviously, I left you guys with a cliffhanger on the last video. Probably very confusing, and that was intentional. I was so excited about that cliffhanger, to be honest with you guys. I was so excited for the comments. Something else that I'm really excited about is that if you use coupon code BOOSTED on www.throttle.com, you can get up to 15% off your entire order. Throttle has literally thousands of car parts where you can find parts like the Sparco steering wheel and NRG quick release hub. Let's go. So check there first. I'll leave the link in the description down below, as well as my coupon code BOOSTED for up to 15% off your order. Thank you to Throttle. Let's get back to the video. Anyway, today I want to just take a few moments to sit down and discuss with you guys the plan going forward. You guys just watched a bone stock internal Integra GSR engine go 1071 at Great Lakes Dragway. That's something that I'm extremely proud of, and it checks off one of the main things off of my list of tasks and goals for the EG for the season. Goal number one was to fix the car after I crashed it. Goal number two was to get into the 10s on stock internal GSR. Goal number three is to put the built motor back in it and go 9s. But that is not what I'm about to do. If any of you guys have ever played Skyrim, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going on a little bit of a side quest. Last episode, I took the turbo off. In the next episode, I'm going to be getting this car ready for an event called Honda Meet, which is at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan, and it is less than 2 weeks away. Honda Meet is a track day weekend at Gingerman. It's road course, turns, it's on Gingerman Raceway, and I'm gonna be racing the EG at that event. Well, you guys might be thinking, just run it with the turbo. What's the big deal? Well, those of you that have experienced turbo cars know how finicky they are, and those of you that experience turbo cars know how easy it is for something to go wrong. With that said, I'm driving this car all the way 3 hours to Gingerman, racing it all weekend, and then driving it all the way 3 hours home. So I want reliability, and quite frankly, I've never experienced a VTEC B-Series all motor before. I've only ever experienced a VTEC B-Series with a turbocharger. So one, I really want reliability for this event. Two, I really want to just hear VTEC absolutely scream NA and just experience what a stock GSR swap sounds like and feels like in an EG. I think I'll even have more of an appreciation for the turbo setup once I experience this motor NA. And lastly, I just want to do something that is a little bit more carefree and a little bit, I don't want to say easier. Obviously, I'm taking on a bunch more work to be able to do this. If I was just going to put the built motor back in right now, I would just pull this motor, put the built motor in, start it up, right? Like it'd be easy. But in order to get this thing ready for Honda Meet in less than 2 weeks, I have a really big list of things that need to be completed. Number one, swap the transmission. I'm gonna be running my transmission from my old EK hatch that got hit and run last year for 2 reasons. Reason number one, the gearing is a lot shorter. 1 through 4 is B16 and 5th gear is LS, meaning I'll have really short 1 through 4, and then 5th gear for highway cruising. Reason number two is that if my axle was popping out of my diff with this trans just going in a straight line, I can't imagine how often the axle is gonna pop out during turns. The trans from the EK has a Quaife limited slip diff. It's freaking awesome. It has an LSD, it has good gearing, especially for an NA setup. Having shorter gears is gonna be a lot more fun, 1 through 4. Thing number two that is major on the list is that I need to figure out an exhaust manifold exhaust system setup. And I have a pretty fun idea for this one. It might be really dumb, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You guys will just have to see. Next, I need coilovers because I'm on drag coilovers, and I just sold my coilovers from the EK, so I don't have coilovers. I don't have track coilovers. I also need to upgrade my brakes. I have the smallest, like worst brake setup out of any of the 92 to 2000 Honda Civic brakes that exist. So I need to figure out a better braking system, and I also need to get different brake fluid and bleed the brakes. And the other two major things on the list are I need to make an intake. I'm running out of fingers. And I need to get the car aligned or align the car somehow. Today is June 27th. Honda Meet is on July 7th. I'm very low on time in order to make this happen, but I'm going to do my best, and I think I'm gonna be able to pull it off. We'll see. So yes, this was a short one. This was a quick one. I just wanted to make this video so that you guys are aware of my side quest. This is gonna be so fun. Not only am I gonna take it to Honda Meet, but I'm also gonna do some drag racing with it after Honda Meet, just for fun, just to take it out and try to do as many laps at the drag strip as I possibly can. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions or anything you wanna see with the setup, any experiments, anything like interesting or fun you've ever wondered if you could do, like I'm totally down to experiment with this. I have a welder now so I can make stuff. So let me know in the comments. Again, I opened a new store. It's www.earneverything.shop. I recently added a heavyweight hoodie to the inventory. I don't have mine yet, but I recently added it to the inventory. It's gonna be a very similar like thickness and weight to the old Blown Motor Club designs that were like really nice and thick and warm and soft. It's the same material. So link to those in the description down below. I'm Boosted John. We deserve nothing, earn everything.